Yes, people, welcome back to another stream on the channel. And yes, this is the Leicester City versus Nottingham Forest preview. And I've got a Leicester City fan, joined by Crazy. About Leicester, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you doing?
Not bad, not bad, not bad. But yeah, man, let's get into this. First things first, Leicester City, man. How would you describe their season this season?
To be honest, we're not doing amazing. Not on great form, to be honest. Still surprised Rodgers is at the club, as we're only on 1 point, bottom of the table.
Yeah, 100%. For me, I just think I just question myself. How is Rogers still in the job? But I don't know, man, because it's 50-50. Like, you can blame the players as well. For me, I just if I when I look at your defense, I don't think it's strong enough in my opinion. I don't think Soyuncu is all of that. Um, Obviously, Tielemans. I don't know. I think he's been a bit poor this season. James Vanderson. From what it looks like, he should be fit today, so that's good news for you guys. But I think it's just the injuries that are killing you guys at the moment. So I, I would say that Rogers is very lucky that he's still in the job. But I don't know because what if Leicester City do sack Rogers, I mean, who is there that you would take? Because Pochettino, I'm not sure if Pochettino would go to Leicester. I mean, I can't think of anyone else to be fair, but I don't think there's other good candidates that Leicester City fans would take. So, is there any managers in particular in your mind that you would take ahead of Rodgers?
Quite a few of the Leicester fans saying Sean Dyche.
Sean Bash, yeah. I mean, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure about that. If you want Brexit football, then yeah, that's you can have that. But I mean, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is available if you guys want him. All you,
Yeah.
all you have to do is call him up, and yeah. But I'm not sure, man. I am not sure. But
I think we've got to give Brendan a few games, but then if we don't win those, then I think it is time for him to go.
yeah, but yeah, man. 100%. I do agree. Yes, he has to pick up the three points. But today, obviously, you've got a massive game against Nottingham Forest. Your thoughts on this game, and are you confident of winning tonight?
Yeah, I'm fairly confident. I hope that we can do it. But with the likes of James Maddison, Daka, Woot Faye's looking good against Tottenham, I think that we do stand a chance, and I think we can prove a point.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. I mean, if you look at Leicester, I think if James Madison start, that's key for you guys. But I did see something leaked lineup, so I'm just gonna get that and read it out um, to you. But I've seen a leaked lineup from Leicester City, so let me just find that quickly. Um, but yeah, man, this is a huge game, very huge game. So let me get it up. All right. So yeah, so Ward is in goal. Castagne, Evans, Face, Justin, Yuri Tielemans, and Didi Dewsbury, Madison, Vardy, Barnes. So that's the leaked lineups that is going around that I've seen. So I'm not sure. But what do you think of that lineup?
I think that's a fairly strong lineup. I still don't trust Ward in goal. Did you say Jamie Vardy was starting?
Yeah, Vardy. Yeah, Vardy.
Not sure about Vardy. I think Rodgers relies on him too much personally.
Yeah, 100%. But obviously with Madison back, that's big for you guys.
Yeah. He's a key player in our squad. And Woot Faze, I think he's good as well. Good debut against Tottenham as well.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard much about him, but how would you describe him as a player for Leicester City? Like, is he good, aerially strong? How would you describe him?
He's quite strong, actually. Against Tottenham, he was a good ball reader. He was very physical. So I think he actually has potential at Leicester City to make a difference.
Yeah, I've just seen that. I'm just seeing right now on Google. So he's 24 years old, which I think that's a bit that's young for a centre back. He came. He was promising talent from Anderlecht. So there might be a play in him. I'm not writing him off. So he does look like a bit of that, like David Luiz, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's what loads of people were saying about David Luiz.
Yeah, weak phase. So, but Harvey Barnes is starting. So that, according to leaks, Barnes is starting. But yeah, I mean, Barnes for me, that's a player that I really rate highly from this squad. Um, what are your thoughts on Barnes? You
Yeah,
like
I
him?
rate him highly, but however, he hasn't been playing well this season. Haven't hasn't really made the runs in behind. Being a bit lazy, to be honest, currently. But on form, he's a talented and amazing player.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not sure if Daka's injured, but I would have started him tonight if he is injured. Then I do. Um, but let me just double check if he's injured. Yeah, I think he is injured. Let me just double check. So, but that's the thing. That's the thing about Leicester City. I mean, you've got a lot of injury players. So yeah. So, oh, actually, not. It says Dakar possible return date today. So, I'm surprised that Rodgers has benched him. To be fair, but I mean, if forget about the leaked lineup that I just read out, what would be your starting 11 for tonight against Nottingham Forest?
I think that Ward in goal,
Yeah,
left back Justin, centre backs you go with Woot Faze, and I think Vestergaard should start, to be honest. And then that's debatable, but right back Castagna, I think you go with and you go with left wing. You give Harvey Barnes a chance.
yeah,
I would go with Wilfred Ndidi in the middle, with alongside Dewsbury Hall, and then Dewsbury Hall and Madison, of course, and then right wing. That's a tricky one, but I would give Perez a chance, to be honest.
Perez, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
and Vardy, to be honest.
mm, yeah, I mean, um, obviously there was sad news about Ricardo Pereira, your fullbacks. Fortunately for Leicester City fans, he'll be out up to for 6 months, so he'll be back in February. So that's bad news for Leicester. I mean, to lose out on a player like Ricardo Pereira for about almost 3 months, that is for me. No, actually not 3 months. Sorry, around 5 months. That is for me. That is a massive injury blow right there. But if you go, obviously transfer window this summer, like how would you describe it? Because every fans were asking why are Leicester not buying anyone, or do Leicester have the funds to buy anyone? For me, I am surprised that I mean, I think you only said one or two, but for me, I'm quite shocked, to be fair, how poor Leicester have been in the transfer market. But what do you think about Leicester's transfer market? Do you think you guys should have done more this summer?
Yeah, I think we should have done more. Rumours had it there was like a financial issue due to COVID. The Leicester owners duty free, but obviously due to COVID, all that was closed down. So I think that made a difference, to be honest. But obviously Rogers wasn't very happy about it because he had players in mind, but that just didn't happen.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I mean, Rogers. I think Rogers came out and said that he wanted to get back, but I don't know because if you look back to last year's summer transfer window, he got backed, and I don't think he did much with that last season. So I really don't know. I don't think the play for me when I look at the players how they play, I just don't think they're playing for Brendan Rodgers. Like they don't want to play for him. So maybe let's see players are waiting for a new manager to arrive. I'm really not sure, but today's result will determine if Rodgers keeps the job. But Nottingham Forest on the other side, Nottingham Forest this season, I think they've been a bit poor, because obviously they bought the most players in the English club. They bought around, it's crazy. They bought around 18 players, so and they still been a bit poor, man. But I don't know. what do you make of Nottingham Forest, and are you guys capable of beating them today? Because for me, when I look at their summer window, they bought around 18 players. It's still been shocking. So, what do you think?
Yeah, I think due to the big rebuild, the players haven't got to know each other very well. So I think that's probably a reason because obviously the players have just been playing with each other for a while. So, but last time we faced them in the FA Cup, we did get absolutely thumped by them. So let's hope we can prove a point and beat them this time by a good margin, probably.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Um, for me, I'm gonna my score prediction, and I'll come to you. This is tricky, man, because anything can happen. But I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say 1-0 Leicester. I think I'm gonna back you guys, but at the end of the day, anything can happen. Yeah, what's the score prediction for tonight?
I'm going with a 3-2 win because I don't think Ward can keep a clean sheet, to be honest. But I do see us putting a challenge up for them and scoring a few tonight.
Yeah, 100%. But Leicester City. Um, we'll talk about expectations. So, where where would you be happy where Leicester finished? Like, what's your aim for Leicester City this season? Like, you want them to get top eight, European football, or where would you be happy?
I would be happy, to be honest, with a Conference League spot. Just get us into Europe
Mm,
because that way it would help the players. We'll play more games, so we can have a bigger squad then.
yeah, 100%. Big up, Luca. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, 9 p.m. tonight. Yeah, make sure you guys tune in for that. But this is just a mini preview. It won't be that long. Maybe like 20 minutes preview. Leicester City preview. Because why not? It's a derby, so why not? But yeah, for me, as a neutral fan perspective, I think Leicester finishing around eighth, between seventh to eighth. I think that would be a good season for you guys. If you guys were to manage to get Europa League, then that's for me. That's also amazing. But for me, that would be overachieved because right now, as it stands, I don't think Europa League football. I don't think you guys deserve Europa League football, in my opinion. But for me, I want to see a change. I want to see a change today. I want to see a change from Brendan Rodgers tactically and in-game planners also. We'll see how it goes. But your thoughts on Brendan Rodgers? Do you want him out? Do you want him to stay? What's your thoughts? Because I know you've been waiting for me to ask that big question for you guys.
I would have to go with Rogers out currently, but if he can prove a point today versus Nottingham Forest in the derby, I think that could help us get a good run of games and win a few after that, which would greatly help us, to be honest. So at the moment, Rogers out, but after the game, it could change.
100%, 100%. No, I do agree with that. I do agree with that. But there's players that that almost left Leicester. Like if you look at Yuri Tielemans, people don't rate him. For me, I think it's good, but personally for me, I wouldn't take Michael at Manchester United. He's not my type of player as a midfielder. So, what's your thoughts on Tielemans? Because there's a lot of 50-50s between Tielemans. Some fans don't rate him, some fans do. But did you want him to? Did you want him to go this summer, or did you want him to stay?
I don't think he's a great player, to be honest. Like everyone rates him highly. He does do those obviously stunners sometimes and some great passes, but he's just slow, to be honest. I don't think he's a very fit player, to be honest. However, he can make chances and things, but I don't think he would do well at Man United or Arsenal or any of those clubs. I think maybe a different league like the Liga or something or League One could help him out.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that, but I think there's a lot of people saying that he burst after 60 minutes he's out of breath. So, and I do agree with that. After 60 minutes, he's very tired. He's out of breath. So for me, maybe League One is his that's type of player. League One, maybe Serie A, but for me, I just don't think he would be good enough to play for Man United. Maybe Arsenal, I'm not sure, but Man United, I'm not. But obviously, if we was to sign Tielemans, which will never happen, I wouldn't be against it because he would be an upgrade on our midfield because mate, we've got McTominay, so it would easily be an upgrade. But I'm not sure, man, because Man United right now, obviously the 6-3 defeat is not looking good for us. But obviously we're talking about a bit about Man United, and then we'll wrap up. So your thoughts? I mean, 6-3. I mean, that's what I have to say. But what do you think the problems are with Man United? Is it the midfield? Is it Ronaldo? I mean, even though Ronaldo didn't play, but what do you think? Do you think Ronaldo should have left? What's your thoughts, Man United?
I think Ronaldo should have left, to be honest. I don't think it's going well in the changing room for him because I think I've heard he's been causing problems in the dressing room and things. So, but I do rate Man United, and what they need is a creative midfield like Bellingham, Frankie De Jong, just one of those midfielders that can really just play the ball and just really help the team out because they have got players. They've signed some good players in the summer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, we spent too much. In fact, this is what I mean. I will talk about Man United later on today at 9 p.m. But for me, Man United spent way too much on Frank De Jong. We spent almost 3 months, and he didn't even join. Then we panicked by Casemiro, and then that's why I really do question about Casemiro. But obviously, this is a Leicester City stream, so I will calm down. I will talk about Man United later on today's stream. But yeah, man. Yeah, hopefully, for Leicester City fans, there will be a good outcome tonight. If they do win, it's a massive boost. But right now, you're currently 20th, 1 point. I mean, you guys surely need to win this game tonight. But to be fair, I actually do think you guys will win. Maybe not a clean sheet, but Nottingham Forest for me, they've been poor this season. They've been so poor. So I do think you guys will win. I think Brendan Rodgers, when Leicester City do win, he will probably stay because they won't sack him. Probably give him more time, but yeah, I mean, it will be a massive boost for the fans, for the players. So let's see, because the players, for me, they have to turn up tonight. They have to turn up. When I look at Maddison, Vardy for me, I don't know what he's been on this season. I don't know what drugs he's been taking. I don't know what he's been taking, but Vardy this season, I don't know if you know Lee Chappie, but he's been looking like Lee Chappie, man. Let's see if I'm looking like Vardy. He's been looking like Lee Chappie, man. I don't know what's going on with Vardy, but he's been poor. Castagne is a player that I do rate highly. I do rate Castagne highly. Samare, obviously United wanted Samare, but we didn't get him. But yeah, I think that's about it. James Justin, I do rate him as well. Obviously, Johnny Evans, United ex-player. I don't rate Johnny Evans at all, so there you go. But now there are a few players from Leicester City that I do rate. However, your opinions could be different to mine. Maybe you don't rate Castagne. Maybe you don't rate Samari. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting tonight, but I'm going to go with 1-0 win, but I'm going to keep it like that. But yeah, but I'm just gonna read out who Nottingham Forest. We will end it. So Nottingham Forest, obviously they got Dean Henderson in goal. So he's been shocking this season, I would say. Steve Cook, come on man, he's bloody 37. So I think with Barnes with pace, he could hurt Steve Cook. Even Willy Bully as well from Wolverhampton, they got him Nottingham Forest, so he's also slow. You guys can destroy them with your pace in the attack. So that's where there's good signs. You guys can hurt them.
Yeah.
But it's just whether your players turn up tonight. So
yeah, we use the pace, and I think we can score quite a few goals to get behind them, like Barnes, Maddison. They can all use their pace to their advantage, and hopefully getting behind them and score.
Yeah, 100%. They've also got. Wait, hang on. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what happened to Lingard. I think he's not injured. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a great game. it's gonna be a great game. But yeah, I think we're talking about everything. Is there anything that I've missed out, or hang on, let me think. No, I think that's it. To be fair,
Yeah, I think you covered it all.
yeah, but yeah, we're gonna end it here. You wanna big up any socials? Obviously you got Instagram, so if you want, you can shout out your Instagram.
Guys, make sure to follow Crazy About Leicester on Instagram.
Yeah, make sure you guys do follow them. Good page. Obviously, we are both of us. We're part of the Flair family, so it's a good opportunity. It's great because obviously there is exciting times ahead. But yeah, make sure you guys do follow any Leicester fans or any fans in general. Make sure you guys do follow this Instagram page. But yeah, man, it's been a good preview.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No worries, man. No worries. Pleasure for having you on. We'll see what happens today, because it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. But hopefully, as a Leicester fan perspective, you guys do win. But we'll just see, man. Your players have to turn up. But guys, we're gonna end it here. Big up everyone for joining. Make sure to smash the likes. Make sure you guys tune in at 9 p.m. That's the bigger stream. All I'm going to say is Mason versus Deji. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to wrap it up. Big up Crazy About Leicester for joining. We'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.